Welcome back. Now, if you've noticed your nose is running and your eyes are streaming, then you will be well aware that hay fever season is upon us. And isn't it nice to see a bit of sunshine?
Yes, it really is. And here to make sure that we don't have those symptoms is pharmacist Donald O'Sullivan. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Donald, lovely to see you. So tell us, I mean, we've had that bit of sunshine, we're cutting the grass, and then we hear people getting hay fever. Tell us what hay fever is and how it affects us.
So hay fever, Alan, it'll be an allergic reaction. So your body is going to release immunoglobulin E due to plant pollen, and that leads to histamine release, and then you get your classical symptoms of, you know, your eyes are itchy, your nose is running, and you're sneezing.
For people who get hay fever, it can be such a hindrance and such a, like, as happy as they are to see the sun
to see the fine weather, and then you can't enjoy it.
It's difficult.
It's not nice.
So listen, you have a range of products here that can help people, from like the likes of an eye mask. How can they, what would you recommend?
So we'll say talk to your pharmacist or doctor. There are a lot of medicated treatments like antihistamine products, like cortisone nasal sprays. If you're looking for milder products, we've brought some here. So, for example...
So if your eyes are at you then, this is an eye mask.
That's it, Alan, and yeah, so you could put that in the freezer for an hour and then 10 minutes across the eyes just to reduce any puffiness or
and
irritation
inflammation that might be there.
Due to allergies.
Soothing.
Soothing, just to reduce the puffiness a bit in him.
OK, brilliant. And you could probably use that for other things as well. Is it reusable? Can you use it a couple of times?
It is reusable.
That's very handy. What's this one now? So what would a face and eyelid wipes be for?
So the advantage of that is that it can just help reduce allergens in the skin, and it's got no preservative or fragrance or dye, so it's suitable for kids and for sensitive skin.
So it's just like a little baby wipe type of thing.
Exactly.
So I'd imagine for parents with kids is very difficult. If kids are struggling with it and parents try to like wipe away the pollen or try and look after them, the complaint to be hearing.
So for example, do you see the eye spray that's there? You can use that on a closed eyelid, because trying to get drops into kids now.
And then when they blink,
it gets dispersed around the eye then after.
On a closed eyelid.
Close your eye, Tommy.
I'm not going to use it
now. And then when you...
And why would it be closed? Surely you want it in the eye
because you
open.
don't want it in your eye.
It's for convenient. Once it goes at the end of the eyelid, it'll disperse in around the...
So you're getting it around your eyelids and everything. So
that's quite nice, actually.
No, I'm not going to use it because Emma took about half an hour to put the makeup on me with all the cracks in here, so I don't want to miss my...
I hardly recognised you when you came in. Talk with the eye drops.
It was a work of art. And then you have the Boots Allergy Barrier Nasal Spray, just to reduce your exposure to airborne allergens. And again, that can be used for adults and children according to the directions.
That would be something that a lot of people would swear by when they're sort of saying that they have hay fever, because to get that up the nose.
To get that to kind of reduce your exposure to it. Now then, you would have stronger nasal sprays, but you would have to use them continuously every day, kind of cortisone nasal sprays that you would talk to your pharmacist or your doctor about.
So what would you recommend? Because you have obviously some kind of light treatments here. You have a natural approach. What's the natural approach? What have you done with
this would be a case of you could boil water, let it cool, towel over the head, and the steam. Then if you suffer from congestion due to hay fever because of the nasal symptoms, it would just help break up and loosen the mucus.
Would you say that's the best one for people who are really struggling at the minute and they don't want to take antihistamines?
Yes, I suppose we'll say that's one of the cases, but like some of these products now can be used if you're, like for example, this one, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. Do you know what I mean? Not everybody is going to be actually congested because of hay fever.
And there's just a very simple one.
Even the simple one.
Vaseline, just literally rubbing it into your nose so it stops.
Just there, just to trap the pollen before it goes in, and even wrap around shades. There are all sorts of tricks.
There's lots of things. And like, so I've never suffered from hay fever, touch wood, but can you develop it later in life? Can it come on you?
No, it is possible that it could, Alan, but there are certain risk factors. So if you suffer from other allergies, if you have asthma, atopic dermatitis, these would increase your risk. Now, there is a genetic component, but also, would you believe, if you're exposed a lot to animal dander, dust mite, smoke, that can increase your risk of developing. So a lot of different things adding in.
Now, listen, it's summer holidays coming up very shortly. We had a lady on yesterday who was talking about taking people to Iraq and Antarctica and places. People are going all over the country. Like, is it something that you do, like you look at it, vaccinations, that people need to get a vaccination to go to certain parts of the world?
They are, like, so in some countries, you have diseases that are more common than what we have in Ireland. So certain vaccines will be compulsory, others recommended. So a good website is Fit for Travel or boots.ie, or even the Department of Foreign Affairs website. You get a lot of good information.
Because there are some countries that you actually have to have the vaccination.
Yes, some of them can be
They won't allow you until you have your paperwork in order.
Yeah, I remember one time there, you probably, from all your travel programmes doing it on the rugby, you probably had
I've had to have the yellow fever and the little yellow booklet.
Yeah, and things like so. You get a lot of information and Fit for Travel now.
And then when you're getting the vaccine, like, where would you get a vaccine then if you needed to go?
So you would need to go for a travel consultation with your doctor, and then the doctor might be able to administer them, but so can many pharmacies, including my own. You get details on boots.ie.
Oh, that's great,
because it takes the pressure and get them done now.
Yeah, but it would have to be specific instructions on a doctor's prescription, Alan, so a person would have to see the doctor first.
But that must help, though, take a little bit of a load off the doctors. You know, we're here with the GPs as well.
It is, exactly, so we'd say it's quite busy.
And would it be certain ages, like if you reach a certain age, are you more encouraged to get vaccines for certain countries?
Not necessarily.
All right,
because
it's just
the doctor could take into account your vaccination history.
All right.
It could be your health status, what medicines you're on, but also if you're pregnant or breastfeed, a lot of different things come
Well, sure, listen, check it out, and boots.ie is one of the places you can go and find that as well. Donald O'Sullivan, great to have you with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank
really
you
good information
so much. Very
morning.
interesting for those suffering with hay fever. Now, Warren, what have we got tomorrow?
So we're delving into the spread of deep fake technology. We've got consumer advice on retrofitting your home, which would be fantastic. Plus, all the latest in movies and streaming. Ireland AM will be live with the three of us tomorrow morning from 7 a.m. Pleasure being with you today.
Have a great day.
See you
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.